The rendering gun.
Oh no. You usually just leave it running like overnight and stuff?
No, the rendering doesn't usually take that long.
I thought you can like queue it up.
You could if I had the real Adobe Premiere, not the borrowed kind.
Borrowed, eh?
I'm not paying $700 to like fuck around, okay?
No man,
I'm not making money with it. Like I'm just literally just fucking around. Like I'm not no.
We call that the economic edition.
Apparently Adobe has a part of their massive Adobe suite is like they chop the encoder off of Premiere so you can like you can like add projects to it that are completed and then like queue them all up and render them all out at once. But I don't have that. So I can't do that. Which is fine. I mean, it's still it's the same amount of time. It wouldn't be any faster, right? So whatever. Whatever. Good was the quality on Twitch? Let me see. I'm curious. Not as good as mine. That's okay. Still pretty good for Twitch though.
What, did you just download it?
No, I'm just watching the VOD.
Oh.
So far, I'm really enjoying the game. It's good. Like, yeah, it's I really don't have any like critiques with it at all. I don't even know what I would like. Usually the games I'm like, eh, but this game's pretty fun.
You seem like you were having a bit of frustration with it in the beginning.
Yeah, because I didn't. The problem was I started playing it and then I stopped playing it for a little while and I forgot like how to play and then I came back to it and so yeah, like there's some. Don't get me wrong, there's some like kind of annoying parts, but I wouldn't really blame the game for it. Like yesterday I was getting really frustrated because there's these I don't know what they're I can't remember what they're called in the game, but they're like proving grounds type things where you go and like you do like a test. They like test you, like kill these 3 guys in this specific way, and then you get like a prize. And those are pretty fucking annoying. It was really annoying yesterday, just because of the like they're usually they put them like above like areas of mob spawns, obviously, so you have something to kill for the thing.
Yeah.
And it was like God, I'm talking on the stream. Yikes. I can actually see. I can show you why I'm fucking annoyed by it yesterday or the day before. It was like these like basically they were like buffalo, robot buffaloes, and then above them were these birds, and the birds are really annoying in this game.
Yeah, I saw you fighting them.
Impressively fucking annoying. Yeah, they're really difficult. Like they're not hard to kill. They're just like really because they're above you, and it's hard to see. And they usually attack you in more than one. There's like usually 3 or 4 that attack you all at once. So like while you're looking up attacking one, like one will swipe you from the side or something, and you just get hit by it. It's like okay, this is great. So I'm trying to fight these fucking buffalo and kill them in the way the game wants me to kill them. And it was just real annoying because like the birds were there, and then like the other buffaloes were like charging me and shit. It was really fucking annoying.
They're like firing some kind of ice shit at you.
Firing ice shit at me, and like it's just yeah.
Have you been able to? I guess you haven't been able to tame one of them yet.
No. I was actually kind of expecting to go once they go into that place. I need to stop talking on these fucking videos. I was expecting to learn it from there because when I learned how to do so I figured out. I remember how I was asking like I wonder when I get to override stuff. I can do that now, but only to some things. But I learned by going into like one of like the underground like factory places.
Since it's open world, I'm guessing there's like hidden ones you can go to. Like you don't have to, but you can go to them.
I have no idea because that one that I found, it was part of a quest, and like I don't know, there's nothing. I don't think there's anything like marked on the map. So I don't know if they're like. I'm sure there are like hidden areas, but yeah. YouTube, why are you so bad? God,
Just is.
what a piece of shit. Oh my God, yeah, I remember doing. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't know how to link you to a timestamp. So if you go to 48, basically, and just watch that, you'll see why it's fucking annoying. And then the buffalo parts after that, it's just like real fucking. God damn it. I'm trying to. You have to like. They want you to kill them by like bringing these birds down and then like critical hitting them. But the problem is when you initiate the critical hit thing, you don't have iframes. So if you get interrupted before she like finishes the animation to do the critical hit, it doesn't count. And then the fucking bird like gets up off the ground, and then you can't critical hit it anymore because you can only do that when it's on the ground. So like then you gotta fucking like harpoon it again. It's like, oh my.
Come on, 48 minutes.
Yeah, 48 minutes.
Oh, these little fucking root guys are just roosting here.
Yeah, they're just. This is one of the hunting grounds or whatever they're called. But yeah, it's just like. Ugh. Basically what it's for is it literally is like teaching you how to play the game. They're like it's a good idea to have this kind of thing in the game because it teaches you like, hey, if you use the fucking harpoon thing on these guys, this is what it does. It's like a tutorial kind of thing, but
Right.
fuck me, it's annoying.
I mean, that's what you call like smart game design, right? Like it kind of eases you into it. It doesn't just hammer you over the head with, "Hey, do this and do that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking this guy with the fucking weird apron style outfit. That boy's a redneck.
And this one was particularly AIDS because like not only does it have the birds, but like all the other ones that I've done, like they're usually the more normal mobs. But this one was like the buffalo are a pain in the ass to kill, just like to do it normally without having like rules and restrictions on how you kill things. But then there's all these fucking birds. So it's like the combination of the birds and the buffalo were like, oh my fucking god.
Birds and the buffalo. I'm guessing that's like rain. Like I'm noticing some speckling on the skin.
Yeah. Or I don't know what, because it's not raining.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
was
watching
like,
a different part of the video, but
no, about
yeah.
15 minutes in, it's like,
Oh, 15 minutes?
no, 50 minutes in.
50. Oh, I don't, yeah, no, 50. I don't know why it's doing that. No, I'd say the quality on these videos is okay. All right. It could be better, of course, but then the file size goes up and it takes me even fucking longer.
It's all about striking a good middle ground.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like cinematic. I could render them at like 200 megabit bitrate, but like the file size would be fucking be like a it'd be like 100 gig or 100 yeah no 100 gigs.
I wonder how far into the game you've actually made it so far.
Well, I just made it. That was where Lyric made it to, and then he quit. Um, which is pretty. Now that I've, because I didn't really watch Lyric play this game, I just knew that he was playing this game when it came out. I wasn't super like. I think nowadays, if he was playing a PlayStation game, I would probably watch, but back then, I wasn't as much. But after playing that part, it's like, how do you quit here? Really?
Well, okay.
Just explained the whole game to you.
When he quit, does it mean he stopped streaming it? Like maybe he played it offline.
He said before, like, the only games that he really plays offline are like MMOs and stuff. And even then, he's not playing. He doesn't usually play. Like, he'll say if like he's playing, like, because he played Classic WoW a little bit, and he played that a little bit off stream, but not too much. He didn't even make it to 60. For him, it's like, Lyric's kind of famous for like not beating games, unless he like really, unless it's like to him like a 10 out of 10 game, then he probably won't beat it. Like, he beat God of War. He didn't even 100% God of War, but he beat it.
Dude.
But to him, God of War was like game of the year.
I was gonna say, like, when is God of War gonna get the same treatment?
I don't know if I'd play God of War because it's not. Maybe I'd play God of War. I don't know. It's kind of anything that kind of goes in that like Dark Souls esque kind of like it starts moving in that direction. Like God of War is not Dark Souls, but it's kind of going in that direction.
I would say it's more similar to this game than fucking Dark Souls.
Yeah, but then you have like these hard bosses and shit. I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun, but
yeah. But I think
I don't like
the most
overly.
I think the hard ones are optional, aren't they?
Well, the one that he was doing, like where he died for like 3 weeks straight on it. Yeah, that was optional.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that boss is like known to be like the hardest one in the game, so try not to judge it on that one.
No, I'm not. I'm just I don't know. I would entertain it. Let's put it. I would again. I didn't really watch it that closely when he was playing it. Like, I watched him do that boss, but God of War. I don't know. I don't put much attention towards PlayStation exclusive games because I'm like, well, I'm never gonna fucking play this. So unless it like is fun to watch, like really fun to watch, I probably won't watch it. I'll just watch someone else who's playing something that I can play. Like, I didn't watch any of Spider-Man at all. I've never seen Spider-Man. Probably a great game, but like that's probably not going to come to PC. Spider-Man is Sony's baby, so
well, yeah, I don't know. I guess I was gonna say because you watched what was that game you watched? Shit, it was on the tip of my tongue now. Fucking god damn. Oh, Rise, Son of Rome. I was gonna say
that's on I own that game.
Yeah, I was gonna say God of War is probably closer to that. Well, no, kind of.
Okay, I guess I would entertain it. I would watch the first hour probably, and then if it's something that I would enjoy, then I would probably play it. If there was nothing on my schedule, just like right now, when the reason why I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Although I'm enjoying the fact that there's nothing on my schedule, and that I can now play Horizon Zero Dawn, so it's a good thing. But yeah, like if Shadowlands was out right now, that'd be a problem. But it's not, so we're good.
Shadowlands.
I'm getting like whispered all over the fucking place. Even in the stream today.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was getting messaged. It was like I really honestly probably don't believe this. I'm not saying I'm not gonna play it, but I'm really not excited about it. Like, I will probably play it, but I'm really not interested. Like, it's like the last couple WoW expansions have been really fucking bad for players, and Blizzard is fucking up hardcore. And it's even worse for someone who actually wants to take it relatively hardcore. And the big problem is the classic WoW guild, who I raided with in BFA and Legion, so this is all the same guys pretty much. They're not raiding Mythic and Shadowlands, which is like one of my main activities that I like doing. They don't want to raid Mythic because Mythic is stupid, and I totally agree. And I don't disagree with their decision to not raid Mythic, but that's a big pull that I'm not going to have anymore. So, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And the fact that Cyberpunk is coming out 3 weeks after launch, that's exactly when you don't want to get pulled away from a game. Like, or from WoW is like 3 weeks in. That's when you're doing like your rep
Yeah.
grinds and stuff. That's when you're like gearing up and
You're
like
like in
doing
the
all
thick of it.
Yeah, and it's like Cyberpunk. It's like, well, if one of those games has to win in that tug of war, I think you already know which is gonna win. So yeah, like Shadowlands is in a rough spot. Unless like Covenants or unless I find myself really, really enjoying it somehow out of nowhere. That's assuming that there's different content that's fun. I don't know. The only new content that's coming out that looks remotely interesting to me is they're adding a roguelike type thing, which would either be pretty fun or completely trash. That's how Blizzard is nowadays. It's either good or it's horrible.
And
The 50-50.
well, whoa, I was gonna say 50-50. Is that
Like
really fair?
75-25 to trash to good ratio.
That's more accurate, I'd say.
And like I was saying this in the Discord, the other Discord. Blizzard's really made a major issue with. I called it. What did I call it? Doesn't matter what I called it. Class pick anxiety or something like that. Like going into the expansion, like, gee man, what class am I going to play? What's going to be good? There's like anxiety behind that now, and there didn't used to be. Because it was like you played what was fun, but now there's such a WoW is so meta focused that if you pick the wrong class, you're just fucked, and that's really sad, but it's true. So like leading up to an expansion, I have no idea what class I'm going to play. And unfortunately, you don't play the class that you think is fun. You play the class that you think isn't going to get nerfed into the ground and it will be part of meta. It has nothing to do with what's fun. It has to do with what's good, and that really sucks.
Or well, yeah.
Especially with WoW. Okay, so they've removed mythic rating. So that's like half of my game. That's half of my class choice decision gone. Like you can be bad at Mythic Plus, but be good at rating, and then at that point, it's like, okay, well, I guess I broke even. But
you said
now there's
mythic
only one
rating?
aspect. What?
Did you say mythic rating or just mythic plus?
Commence combat.
Both. So when I'm picking a class, those are the two things that I'm thinking of. Is this class going to be good in Mythic Plus, and is it going to be good in rating, Mythic rating? So the reason why I never play a priest, or I haven't played a priest, and a priest hasn't even been on my mind as a potential class to play. I like playing healers in WoW. Is because the priests are pretty good at rating, but they're cataclysmically bad at Mythic Plus. So I can't pick that class because it doesn't work in Mythic Plus. All right, next class.
Thank you.
Monk. That's what I played in BFA, and that's what I enjoyed in BFA. Pretty good at rating. Pretty good at Mythic Plus. I took that as a win, and I kept playing that class. Not the best at either, but like it worked, and people would invite you to a group, so it's like, okay, I'm not part of the meta, but like it's close enough for it to be.
Where you're not, you know, you're not kicked out of groups.
A priest isn't invited to Mythic Plus groups, not at least in Mountain BFA, because they're not good. They're horrible at Mythic Plus. Just because the way the class works, they're just not what Mythic Plus demands and what priests bring to the table don't jive. So like now I'm going into Shadowlands. Like if I picked priest in BFA, I probably would have been happy because it was at least I'm like priests were really, really good at rating. So like at least I have like 50% of what I like to do, I'm really, really good at. So it works. But like we're going into Shadowlands, there's no mythic rating. So if I pick a class that's bad at Mythic Plus, there's no it's just bad, right? There's no win. So yeah, it sucks.
Preparations are complete according to plan. Commence
The obvious
combat.
choice is Druid, but I don't know if I want to play Druid. I played Druid a lot, and I don't know if I want to play Druid again. So I'm kind of leaning towards Paladin. But that's a risk because they might not be good at Mythic Plus. They're okay in BFA. They're not bad. They're kind of where Monk is, where they're not the meta, but like
Waste of an
You
attack.
can make it work, and it's okay. And they're good. They're great. Paladins were great at raiding, and pretty okay at Mythic Plus. So it's like it's overall
According to plan.
like a 75% out of 100 class. Like you're pretty good. Druid is like
Thank you.
trash at raiding, but like 100% at Mythic Plus. That's why it's like the obvious choice. But like I said, I don't know if I want to play that.
Tough choices, man. Tough choices.
And that's of course if they don't just like flip it on its ass when we go into BFA. So say I pick Druid and then I nerf the fuck out of Druid going into Shadowlands and it's now trash
Mission
and plus.
achieved.
Like, well,
Prepare to return.
great. Not only am I playing a class that I don't want to play, but they nerf the shit out of it. Great. It's awesome.
It's always a good feeling. I feel like we kind of go through this shit almost
do.
like every expansion, right? Like,
I do, because WoW's been super meta focused for like, I want to say it started in Legion, but it was actually probably before Legion. I don't know exactly when it started. It happened somewhere between Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria is when it happened. But I didn't really play those
Preparations are
expansions too
complete.
much, so
According to
I kind
plan.
of missed the
Commence
birth of
combat.
everyone gives a fuck about meta and what class it is rather than like the player behind it. Before it was just like play what's fun. People say that now. People are like, just play what's fun, dude. You can't predict Blizzard.
Thank
Like
you.
they're right. You can't. But
Waste of an
if you
attack.
pick the wrong class, you just don't get invited to groups because you're not part of that meta. And people really, especially like the shitty players, they're even worse about it. You think it'd be the other way around, but no, it's not true. The shitty players just go watch Twitch, and they'll like, who's the best Mythic Plus runner on Twitch? What classes do they bring? They've never brought a Holy Priest. I'm never gonna bring a Holy Priest. Holy Priest can like it can work. Like it's not, you're not like useless, right? Like it's just not ideal.
Oh, you want the easiest time though, man.
According to plan.
Well, that's it. Like that's one thing that really good players say is like every single class can get to like pretty high Mythic Plus, and they're not wrong. But if you pick a Druid versus a Priest,
Thank you.
it's still gonna be easier. Like doesn't matter what. Like, can a Priest do hard Mythic Pluses? Yeah, absolutely. Druid will do it better. Doesn't matter. Like, it's always gonna be, even if you're doing easy Mythic Pluses, Druid will still do it better.
I don't know, man. This is why I don't. Well, then again, we're two different players. Like, I don't really focus on the meta too much, but then again, I don't raid like you do in WoW.
I don't want to focus on the meta. I really don't. I want
You're
to
just
play
kind
an
of
MMO
forced
that
into
has,
it.
I want to play an MMO that I just play the class that's fun, that you enjoy, and it works out for you, and like whatever. Like, all good.
Hey, let's play Destiny 2.
Preparations are complete. According to plan.
No.
Commence combat.
Amish was playing that today.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, fucking, what's this?
Thank you.
I bet you if I prodded him, he'd be like, oh, I'm just checking something out for a friend.
Oh, he was also playing RuneScape, so I think he's just all lost all respect for himself.
Were you there when we were discussing all the shit that was going into the content vault? I think you might have logged off before we start talking about that. But like a lot of shit is going into the content vault for Destiny 2. Like I thought it was just two.
Vault. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, well you know how like Bungie's doing this whole thing where they're like, oh, we want to focus on certain content, so we're gonna like put some stuff in the back burner. Like we're gonna remove it from the game temporarily while we work on other stuff, right? They're sticking it in the vault, so to speak. And this is their whole like thing going forward. So I thought they were only doing like, you know, Leviathan's going away, and I think Titan's going away. I thought that was it. But apparently a lot of stuff's going away, like Titan, Leviathan, Io, fucking Mars, fucking Mercury, I think. No, sorry, Mercury. Like a whole bunch of shit's just going into the vault. Like half the locations. And
I don't know.
like everything, you know, if it was just the locations, I mean, that's one thing, right? But all the stuff that goes with it too, like all the quests, all the exotics that go with it, all the raids like Leviathan and all the raids that relate to Leviathan and going into the vault. It's just like that's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit going away.
Yeah, I
All the strikes.
can't say I can't say I'm like, I think doing that to Titan is a good idea. Cause like, what even is Titan anymore?
Thank you.
But I don't think they should be doing that to raid.
I mean, I guess they're bringing back Vault of Glass, which is kind of cool, but you know, it's kind of like
People are screaming for that for years. They're only doing it because they're desperate.
yeah. Oh, and then they got that new Europa. Dude, if they don't have like a new raid to go with Europa, it's gonna be kind of.
Yeah. No, I know. I don't know. The fucking dude, Destiny's so like. Bungie's totally lost their fucking way with that game. Needs to be. They just need. I'm not a fan of this idea, but like they just need to do a Destiny 3 and completely change the game to be what it should be and not what it is currently. Because I don't. You're gonna have to like burn Destiny 2 to the ground to fix it, and it already has like a really bad, like, public opinion of Destiny's not good. I don't think anyway. Maybe I'm super biased towards hating Destiny though, but
Yes, yes, you are. Well, I don't hate Destiny, but I'm also kind of concerned of the direction they're going in.
I want it to be good. I want it to be good. I don't think Bungie can do it. not with the I don't think they can do it with the constraints that they've set on themselves by continuing to develop Destiny 2. Like that's why I think they need to just start over and on a Destiny 3. But that's gonna piss off the community. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is.
I think, like, as shitty as it is, I think it's got to be the direction they're going in. Like, don't. I don't know. Like, I almost feel like not throwing it away and just starting over is the solution. I think. But then again, I don't like the fact that they're putting stuff in a vault. That's another thing I don't like. So I don't know. I don't know what the.
I definitely disagree with removing people's exotics that they spent time on and then putting those in the vault. Like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, they're not removing the exotics. They're removing your ability to get the exotics if you don't have them already.
Waste of an attack.
Oh, okay. Well, those exotics better be shit then, which is also a stupid idea. But like, you can't make them good. They can't be busted, and then you remove them from the game.
Now, I don't think it's as bad as we're thinking, because I think Amish said they're going to be working on alternate ways to get it. So, that's the sensible solution, right? But we'll have to see. Like, we'll have to see, like, if it's like a really, really stupid way of getting them, like you have to grind like 50,000 strikes, and yeah, it's gonna be kind of shit.
I Destiny's a very frustrating game to me because it's like good in a lot of ways, but it's bad in a lot of ways. It's bad in a lot more ways than it is good. I just really hate how it doesn't follow like the way that RPGs work at all. Like it's not even an RPG, and I think it should be.
Preparations are complete. Commence combat.
Like your character doesn't feel like you get stronger, which is to me a massive issue.
Wait, what? In Destiny?
Your character gets stronger, but you don't notice it. You just do more damage, and things do less damage to you, but you don't actually, like, the damage you do slowly increases, but so does the enemy health, and so does everything else. So it just kind of keeps up with how strong you are, so to make it feel like you never get stronger at all. And then in PvP, I know PvP's a little different because you can't have someone going in there and just like dumpstering people, but
Thank you.
Oh, but they do. I see. I'm a little like I get the whole getting stronger thing, but for me personally, it's I tend to focus on not so much the feeling of getting stronger as much as it is.
Yeah.
I just want like new shit to experience, like new raids, new strikes, more planets, more weapons, just new shit, right? Like
I want yeah, I mean, yeah. I wish it was more of an RPG. And I think if it moved in an RPG direction, it would fix a lot of my problems with it. It would if they RPG'd Destiny, everything that I want fixed with the game would kind of go along with that. 'Cause right now it's just a shooter.
looter shooter.
Yeah. But like even in fucking like okay, it's a looter shooter, so okay. You can compare it then to like a Diablo or like a PoE. Because those are looters. They're just not
Preparations are
looter
complete.
shooters, but they're looters.
Commence combat.
Those are more RPG than Destiny is, especially PoE.
Thank you.
Like PoE's like skill system is fucking insane. I don't necessarily expect that, but it's cool though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I can't even play PoE. It's so complicated. Like I don't even want to learn.
No, I don't. Yeah, I tried like
like-
once, and I was like, man, I don't even know where to start with this shit.
Yeah.
PoE is also like super meta bound, but like it also doesn't matter because like I don't.
Thank you.
Who cares? Just build a class that you think is cool. But I don't know. It's too complicated. It lost me in how complicated it is.
PoE is one of those games where it's like it's good, and it's solid game. I respect the system and all that stuff, but like it's gotten to the point where there's so much bloat that it's hard to wrap your mind around it.
Thank you.
Like it's just so much shit. Like it's aged so much, I guess, or not aged. It's matured so much, where it's like it's hard to sort of get a grasp on it now. It's kind of like a thing you need to like if you were gonna play it, you need time to like sink your teeth into it, and I don't know if I'm willing to put in that effort.
To me, the biggest thing that, like, I've said it before, but like, I think the single thing that pisses me off about Destiny, the absolute most out of everything that I don't like about the game, the single thing
Preparations are
is
complete.
how
According
you
to
build your
plan.
character.
Commence combat.
I fucking hate how you build your character in that game. Like the skill system, garbage. Oh my god, the skill system is garbage.
Thank you.
It's so bad. Like I just want. Can I just have like a class that like there's a choice? Like I know there's 3 choices, but that's it. There's 3 choices, and then there's 3 classes, and there's always a best thing at all times. So you just pick the one thing. There's no third option. There's no 3 options. There's one option. What's best for a warlock PvE? I don't know what it is right now, but like for a long time it was void, right? So you just go to the void build, you go fucking, and that's it, and that's all you ever play. There's no choice there. There's nothing to like choose. There's no, that's what pisses me off the most. If they were to fix one thing, it'd be like have more complicated class design.
Wait, sorry, which game is this?
Destiny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of.
It's like here's some stuff you unlocked. There's no choices. There's no choosing anything. You just unlock it all. I'm sorry, but like 3 different types of grenade is not a choice. That's just 3 different types of grenade. Like, okay.
What gets me is like if you're not really into PvP, then usually that choice of 3 grenades is really just choice of 1 grenade.
It's the fucking one that sits there the longest and just pulses damage. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's like literally like if you're not gonna PvP, then a quick like what subclass, what subclass spec is best for doing raids, and then it's gonna be like this one, and then you pick that one. That's that's you building your class out skill wise. That's how complicated it is. Just stupid, dumb. They put all this work into like making them look really cool and shit. Like they're always like, in all their like media for the game, it's always like hunters like doing cool shit with their staffs and shit. But like when you play the game, it's just like it's really disappointing because there's nothing going on with that. It's like, oh yeah, there's the arc build. Yeah, that's not that one's horrible. Why would you play that? Looks cool though.
To be fair, they are adding some kind of like, wield the darkness kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just another fucking subclass. No, probably right. Like,
well, it's I
hope it's more.
subclass. I'm thinking. I think it's more of a. It is kind of gimmicky though. It's like It's like some sort of stasis thing, right? Like it's like a stasis thing that you. I don't know if there's more to it than that, but like you can freeze enemies and shit like that, and I'm sure there's more to it. I haven't really looked into it. Like I don't think. I think you could be any class and use it. I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. I'm going off trailers. That's as far as my knowledge extends. But I don't like. I wouldn't hold my breath if you're hoping they make it. You know, the depth that we're looking for. I don't think it's gonna happen in Destiny 2's lifetime.
Nope, I don't either. That's why I think they should just do a third one, which I hate the idea of. But do a third one, give it a really solid foundation, and then just build off of it like a regular MMO. That would be what I would want them to do. Because now at this as long as they keep supporting old consoles, then that's kind of a problem.
According to plan. Commence combat.
And I don't think they necessarily shouldn't, but I think with current consoles, like these next ones coming out, like you could literally just run a game for 10 years and just update it continuously. There's not really going to be the hardware limitations aren't really going to be there.
Thank you.
It only took us like 40 years of console development to get to that point, but I think we're finally there. And all they had to do is turn them into PCs. Pretty simple. Lol. That's all I had to do the whole time.
Thank you.
That's really annoying. I wish. Wow. I can't change the resolution.
Whoops.
I have to record. OBS has to record at the stream resolution.
What?
Very lame. I can rescale it, but it can't go back up. Like I stream at 1080p, obviously, and I want to record at 1440p, but OBS won't do both, and I can't stream at 1440p. That looks fucking potato. So, oh well.
Have you tried? Like, I'm guessing you have.
Yeah, I did the other day. The last stream, not this one, but the one before. And
oh
it
yeah,
looked really bad. It looked horrible because it's just 6,000 bitrate just can't handle 1440p.
Dude, just get better internet. Go ahead.
Twitch needs to get better internet, not me. I could
Commence
stream at a
combat.
higher bitrate. That's not the problem.
Thank you.
My video's almost done. Only 30, 29 more percent.
Thank you.
Meh. Beaten by a little girl.
Beaten by a little girl.
Meh.
Take this. Whoops.
Still have your stream going on actually the last one,
Thank
the one you were just playing. And I like how, like, because, like, remember, I started out at the timestamp of 40 minutes or whatever?
Oh, you're watching the one from the other day.
No. Today.
Okay. So you're watching what I've already done. Okay.
And I like how just in the span of from when I started watching it to now, it's like we've crossed like 3 different biomes.
Yeah, I know. That's something I noticed that today. It was just like, it's just like, what? You go from like a hardcore
Preparations are
desert,
complete.
like Arizona desert,
Commence
to
combat.
like forest winterland in like 2 seconds. Okay.
Thank you.
I heard that was like, I'm not surprised because I heard when I was looking at reviews of this game back when it first came out, people, like, everyone was fucking comparing it to, you know, Breath of the Wild, right? And I think one of the more common complaints I saw was the world is not small, but it's not like, you know, compared to things like GTA, Red Dead Redemption, Breath of the
Thank
Wild,
you.
it's smaller. So people were saying, yeah,
It's definitely smaller than like RDR. I don't know how big Breath of the Wild is, but definitely smaller than RDR.
I also heard that it's not like, I'm not gonna say shorter, but people were saying there's not,
Whoops.
like, if you're going for like,
Thank
you
you.
know, exploring the world and 100% all this shit, there's like not as much as other open world games.
Oh, I don't know. I'm obviously not done yet, but I'm not just. I don't just do the main storyline, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm doing every single quest I see. So
Well, I was gonna say, like, that might just be a complaint for completionists, right? So
I don't enjoy like Red Dead Redemption was too much almost. Like that was not gonna complain because like I'd rather have that than the other way around. But Red Dead Redemption was a marathon.
dude,
Like
just
I
going
didn't
through the main
100%
story.
it. I didn't 100% it, but like, well, I didn't just do the main story. I did every single quest that I saw. I don't think I did every single quest. I did a lot of them though.
Preparations
No,
are
what I was gonna
complete.
say, like, watching you just do the main
Commence
story,
combat.
it was like, man, is this thing gonna end or just keeps going?
Oh yeah, no, I know, and that was my issue. It's like I'm not just doing the main story. So like the main story is pretty fucking long, but I'm also doing every other fucking quest too.
Thank
Like
you.
it fucking good lord, that was a video game. Holy shit.
Well,
Got my money's worth out of it though.
yeah, I was about to say, at least you got your money's worth, like, probably tenfold.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed World Dead. I'm sad that the online is like really I would always say that the online is like terrible. Not even like bad, it's just terrible. But whatever, that's fine. Rockstar turns their online games into like cash cows. They don't try to make a good game. They just try to make a cash cow game for their online, and it's just kind of
Is that where RDR Online's going?
Mission achieved.
yeah,
Prepare to return.
because there's like no game there. The game play like in GTA Online. GTA Online's really potato too, but at least you can like drive around in cars and stuff. There's like heists and shit, and I like the heists. The heists in GTA were great. I don't know why there's no heists in RDR. Like cowboy heists would be fucking fun. Be really fun. Like you could be like a little gang out in the west and just like rob banks and stuff, and they could be like all heists and like you gotta like do stuff like cowboy style
Preparations
to
are
rob a
complete
bank. Like,
according
that'd
to
be
plan.
fucking fun. Why is that
Commence
not a thing?
combat.
I
Like you'd
honestly,
expect that to be a thing,
yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised that's not already a thing. Like,
right?
I don't know.
It's just really weird. It's just really weird to me. Like the things that you would expect to be able to do are not a thing.
Thank you.
Like nice,
Waste of an attack.
nice. You just dropped the ball like fucking hard, Rockstar. Jesus Christ.
Well, it just goes to show, like I always had a kind of
According to
feeling that their
plan.
online components were more of an afterthought, and I guess that's kind of what's going on here.
Thank you.
Well, the Red Dead RDR 2's online wasn't even done for launch.
Yeah. Was hold on, maybe I'm not remembering it right, but I thought GTA was kind of the same way.
Well, I didn't play GTA at launch because GTA came out on consoles
Like I'm
2
almost
years before PC.
yeah, I'm like 99% certain that GTA 5 online like component wasn't ready at the same time either.
When it hit PC, it was in a much better state because there was the heists. That was the heists. I think, don't quote me, but I think the heists came out when the PC launch for GTA happened, and the heists were really great. And they always had like the racing and stuff, which was just that's like a playlist. So that was out. So that was like that's like fun content. GTA is easy to do content for because it's just like cars and shit, like whatever. Driving around in cars is fun. Make a thing that's fun to drive around in your car. Okay, great. There's a game.
Preparations are complete.
RDR is a little
According
more
to
difficult because
plan.
horses
Commence combat.
not the same as cars. Horses are fine, but like you're not just gonna like cruise around on your horse.
Thank you.
Oh man, where's the horse with cruise control?
Riding around on a horse, like I didn't even do it, but like
Waste of an
riding around on a
attack.
horse is actually like exhausting to do it properly. Like it's not just like hold A and he sprints. Like you have to like match your like you like tap the sprint button with his like gallop and shit. It's fucking exhausting. I didn't do any of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had like because BDO's horse system was surprisingly complex too. Just because like not in the way that RDR is. Like RDR is probably like pretty like I don't know if I'd say realistic, but it's got a lot of. It's probably not. It's probably what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's kind of like hands on, I guess. I don't know. Like BDO's horse system is also kind of hands on, but more like an arcade game where you have to like sort of you can basically drift with your horse in BDO, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but that's like the fastest way to get around. I was gonna ask, like, because you've played RDR and Horizon. Like, Horizon's probably not as complex, but how is the mount system in Horizon?
I don't even notice, but I don't really go far out of my way to get a mount because I don't actually enjoy it. So RDR has a system where, and it works better in RDR, where your horse kind of knows where to go, and like if you're on a road, the horse will follow the road to a point, to a degree. It won't like it's not autopilot, but like you can kind of take your hands off and it'll like go around a slow curve and stuff. Like it won't go off. It just won't just keep going straight. It'll like follow the slow curve. And they will react to things around them. So like if you want a horse to gallop in RDR, if you want a horse to gallop through a town, you have to like be telling the horse actively like you're spamming the sprint button like I want you to fucking sprint. Like you're galloping right now. Otherwise the horse will be like, "Oh shit, there's people around," and slow down. Probably because that's what a horse would actually do. And it's pretty good in RDR. Has its issues, but it's pretty good. In Horizon, it's the opposite of that, and it's not good. Like I think they tried to do this thing where it'll follow paths and shit, but like not well. And the horse also, or whatever the fucking, I'll call it a horse. It like slows down a lot and stuff for no reason at all. It's like, can you just go like full speed, please? Like trying to get places, and it'll just be like, no, there's a thing here. I'm gonna slow down for it. And it's just really annoying. So like it does. I think they kind of feel similar-ish, but like Horizons isn't as good, and so it's annoying. Like RDRs is like not annoying because it's done really well, but if RDRs was done poorly, it would suck. RDR has like the best horses that I've had in a game. Like it's like the horse is smart, and they are smart, so it should be smart. Horses don't just like 100% listen to the rider necessarily, right? Like they have a brain and they're smart, and they'll be like, I don't want to. I'm not comfortable running really fast next to these people unless they're trained to do that or something. But
it's
yeah,
all about
they're like
building
they're
trust.
like a dog, right? They're kind of smart.
Yeah, horses are people too, man.
Honestly, horses are actually like I'd probably say horses are like smarter than dogs actually. They're pretty bright.
Yeah, man, they're pretty majestic. They probably have more object permanence than dogs do, at least.
Like
Maybe? I don't
horses you can't have like depends on where you stable them, but like you can't have one horse if you're out in like the wilderness. Like the horse needs a friend, or they'll like kill themselves because they get super bored. That's why you always see horses like unless they're in like a stable like in the city or something, because then they have the other horses in the stable. But if you're out like out in the boonies and there's no other horses around, and you just have yeah, it's not gonna work out too well for you. They need a friend. And they'll like mourn their fucking friend too. They get like super sad when like the one friend dies. It's like really fucking upsetting for everybody involved. I don't know if dogs do that. Maybe they dogs, yeah, maybe they probably do. I've never had two dogs and had one die, so I don't know, but
Speaking of dogs, fucking, that reminds me of reminds me of something I read just recent. No, well, not recently, but in like the past month. Something about like North Korea's situation, their food situation is getting so bad that the state's like ordering people to hand over their pets.
yeah, I heard about that.
That's a yikes.
Pretty fucked up to just like have to do that. Just hand over Buddy.
That'd be like, what dog? I don't have a dog. Just like hide Buddy in the basement.
Well, I mean, Buddy wouldn't really be much of a meal for anybody, so Buddy's like, I don't even know if Buddy has like as much meat on him as like a chicken. Like, maybe he does. He's bigger than a chicken, so he probably does. But you get the idea. Buddy is not a big dog. He is a small boy.
Small.
Dude, Buddy's like getting fucking up there, dude. Kind of like snuck up on me. It's like Jesus Christ. Buddy's already like 7 or 8. It's like what the fuck. Doesn't help that we didn't get him when he was a puppy. We got him when he was a year and a half old. So like we had a head start on Buddy in his age. I don't fucking deal with that bullshit again. Fuck me. Frisky was bad enough. Good lord. I don't know who's gonna be worse. Frisky will probably be worse, but Buddy's gonna be real rough too.
Say what?
When Buddy dies, it's gonna be like real good when like emotionally like that.
I don't want to think about it.
Have you ever had a pet like a cat or a dog? No, right?
No, I've had a pet, but it's just a fish. So
right. So it's not the same thing.
Yeah. I've always wanted a pet, but
Somebody's allergic, right?
Well, my dad says he's allergic or some shit, but I don't know if I buy that because he used to have a lot of pets back in the day, so I don't know. Someone's allergic. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I mean, just show up with a dog. What are they gonna do?
Well, I think what my mom was saying, I think she wants to eventually get a dog, like after everyone moves on, kind of thing. Which is that should be kind of neat, I guess. And I think the Croydon condo, I think they allow for pets. I think you're allowed to have pets there as well, so that'd be kind of neat. I don't know if we'll actually get a dog or anything, but it's nice having the option.
Well, Godspeed when one of them dies.
I don't want to think about it, man. God.
You don't even
I don't
have the
have one
dog
yet.
yet.
Yeah.
It's like imagine a close family member dying. That's what it's like. Good luck.
Wow. I mean, I've had a close.
That's what it
family
was
member
like. No, I know, and I don't mean to like belittle that. I'm not like saying that, you know, that's not what I'm saying.
die.
But it's really bad.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of the things I kind of wondered. It's like not having a sort of pet like that myself, but I've had close family members die. It's kind of like I always wonder the kind of relationship similarities between the two. Like people always say, like it's like losing a loved one, which is I can understand that, but not having had a pet of my own, it's hard for me to actually, you know, picture what it's like.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a good time though. I mean, them passing away. Having a pet sounds fine.
Yeah. I mean, it. Frisky dying hit me harder than when my grandmother died. So, yeah. Like that's not an exaggeration too. It was like really rough. Like fuck me. It was like fucked for like 2 months. Like 2 months of just being like upset, like grieving. For
Oh, are
two
you talking
fucking
like
months
afterwards or like up to the point
after.
where?
No, because it wasn't. We knew we, and the thing is, we knew Frisky was gonna die too. Like it wasn't. He was sick for like. He was sick for probably a year and a half before he died, and like we knew it was happening. Like he was getting worse, so it wasn't a shock or anything. But yeah, and like my grandmother had leukemia, so like she was also. We knew that was gonna happen too, so yeah, it was just. Oh, Frisky, you little bastard! You fucking really fucked me up when you died.
Yeah,
It's just a cat too.
think of all the good times, man.
Well, that's exactly what you do, right? Like you get used to, because when you have a pet, like they're always there, and they're always like filling the empty moments.
Do you have
You don't even really realize that they do that, but that's exactly what a pet does. Is they fill the like void in existence. Like they're always around, right?
Do you
They're always there
have?
when you get home from work and shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say, do you have a framed picture of Frisky?
Not framed, fortunately, but we still have his ashes. 'Cause we don't know what to do with them. They're in like a little itsy bitsy urn thing. And the vet, I don't agree with this kind of thing because it's kind of predatory. Like, so okay, when it's probably the same thing with people, to be honest, but I'm not too familiar with like how funerals work and shit. But when you take your pet in to like be put down or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they like offer you like, what do you want us to do with the, like the remains, and you're like, there's like packages that you can buy. And like we bought like the expensive package because like you're fucking grieving and shit, right? And they're just like, that'll be $300. And so part of that $300 package is they cremate the animal, and we got the good cremation because there's like bad cremation that's fucked, where like they just kind of like throw a bunch of animals in the thing, and then like you get all of their ashes. Like, no, bitch, I want some random dog's ashes. Like, no, I want our pets and fucking ashes. Like, what? Like, why is that an option?
Why would you be? Yeah, like why would you settle for just some random ashes? What the?
Right, that's the way it works. So, and the fucked up part is they caught. I don't know who does like animal cremations. Like it's the same people who do like human ones, but they caught
That's
people
even more
like
fucked up.
they caught people like doing that. Like people are paying for like the individual cremation of their pet, and they're doing like the communal one, and then they're not telling them. So it's like, that's cool. That was a thing a few years ago. Hopefully that didn't happen with us. Otherwise, I'd be fucking pissed. But we'll just assume that it isn't.
Yeah,
Easier that way.
let's just assume that it wasn't.
It's not like I was there when they cremated him, right? So, but no, one of the things they gave us was like this little like plaster like molding of his foot, which is kind of cool, I guess.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. And they gave us like some other stuff. His like urn is kind of nice looking. It's kind of plain looking, but it's kind of nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I ever gave much thought to cremating a pet.
Well, it's a lot of you. Because what do you do with the body? Like you got to do something with it, and believe it or not, you're actually not allowed to bury it in your backyard. So,
Well, no, but like I thought you'd, pet cemetery and all that.
I mean, that costs money too, right?
Preparations are
I think.
complete.
I don't know.
Commence combat.
Cremation's just a lot easier for everybody.
Thank you.
Think Buddy's gonna be okay with the for the drive when you guys head over to Invermere?
Yeah, he likes traveling. Frisky
okay.
hated traveling, but Buddy actually likes it.
I was, cause like I can't remember.
Thank you.
Someone told me their pet gets really stressful when driving. For some reason, I just thought it was Buddy.
No, Buddy's cool. Yeah, they take him camping all. He's pretty accustomed to cars because they take him camping and shit. So he's like always running around. Yeah, he just sleeps, or he's either sleeping or just like looking out the window.
Well, I was kind of thinking, cause like that's what when your pet's like stressed during like long car rides, usually you ease them into it by getting them used to the car rides, right? So I guess that makes sense that Buddy'd be okay with it, especially if you take him camping and stuff.
Yeah. Frisky was really bad. Frisky didn't mind traveling. He just got car sick.
That doesn't sound like a good time.
No, it's not. Well, we gave him. You can buy Gravol for pets, pet Gravol. So we'd give Frisky some.
Say what?
Yep, just like low dose Gravol, same shit. Same shit the humans. You take it as human, but obviously a lot much less. And it works pretty good.
Huh. I never knew that.
Preparations are complete according to plan. Commence
We tried
combat.
all sorts of shit too, because like we thought he got motion sick like a human would. Like people get motion sick if they can't see out the window. Like if you're sitting like backwards in a bus or something, that can make some people motion sick.
Fucking facing backwards in the back of a station wagon. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Scarred me for life.
Right. So we would put Frisky like front and center, like in the center console, and like that's where his cage would be because he has to be in a cage. Like if he throws up, it's probably way better if he's in a cage. But yeah, we put him like front and center, like so you can see out the window, and it still didn't work. Okay. Just like, yeah. We even tried like those like magnetics, those like rubber straps. Those like help with car sickness as well. That you see hanging from the back of people's cars sometimes. We tried one of those, didn't help. Like nothing worked. So, yeah. Taking Frisky camping. Frisky only went camping. We didn't take him camping like when we went tenting. We just took him to the cabin and stuff. But he didn't do that. Like the last like quarter of his life, he never went. He would just stay home. He was honestly happier just staying at home with a bunch of food. Cats are different than dogs.
Well, I was gonna say I don't remember. Was Frisky an outdoor or an indoor cat?
Indoor cat. When I was a kid, we had a bunch of outdoor cats and they all died.
Preparations are complete according to plan. Commence
Jesus.
combat.
Well, I'm not surprised because I think outdoor cats are a higher mortality rate, don't they? Just because
Way
they're
higher.
outdoor cats.
They get run over and they get disease and stuff. So we had before Frisky, pre-Frisky, we had two cats at the same time, and both of them were outside cats. And one of them got run over in front of our house, and the other one got a disease. So yeah,
Oh man.
that's why we were just like, okay, with the next
Thank you.
animal, we're not doing that because we're just gonna keep it inside. And it worked well. Frisky had a long, happy life.
Speaking of pet disease and stuff like that. For any of your pets, like Frisky or otherwise, have you like had to, I don't know, administer like stuff like medicine, take you know, test their blood for anything like that? You know, have you ever had to do
Yeah.
any kind of stuff with that?
Buddy's had all that shit done. And Frisky did too, but not to the same degree. Buddy had like bladder surgery a few years ago because he had bladder stones.
No, I mean like taking it to the vet is one thing, but I mean like doing it yourself.
Oh no.
Like, 'cause sometimes you have to administer medicine at home, right?
I think Frisky had well, we did Gravol. That's medicine, and we just
Did
mixed it
you-
as food.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you just mix it, or do you have to actually get them to eat it? And because like I know, like
We
dogs,
just-
you can take them, you can get them, we can force them to take pills and stuff. But
If Buddy's had pills too. He had pills after his
Preparations are complete according to plan. Commence
surgery. No,
combat.
he had pills before and after his surgery.
Thank you.
Buddy will eat anything, so
no problem
he's
there.
easy. You literally just put anything in front of him, and it's like, here you go, and he'll eat it. So he was easy.
Yeah, because like actually, I remember seeing something on this. Sometimes because pets will usually when they're sick they won't eat, so you have to like find a way to force them to take some medicines.
According to plan.
Like surprisingly, you can do that with cats too.
Thank
From what I've seen, like you
That's,
can,
that's why Frisky died. So one of the main reasons why Frisky died was Frisky had congestive heart failure, which is pretty common with cats. But obviously it's something that humans deal with too. And it's treatable with humans. Fairly treatable, quite treatable. It just requires a whole fuck ton of medication, and it's just like to deal with that with a cat. Like with a human, it's like, here's some pills. With a cat, it's like, yeah, fuck that. I mean, it wouldn't have been good for Frisky. Like, it would have been literal like pain and stress every single day just to kind of give him his meds, and it's not worth. And Frisky also had other problems too. So cats usually have when they get congestive heart failure, they also get kidney failure and pancreatic. Well, he had kidney failure, and that was directly related to the congestive heart failure. But he also had an issue. I'm not sure what it was. An issue with his pancreas too. So Frisky was pretty fucked. He was pretty toast. So yeah, unfortunately, he had to go. There was no extending his life. And also, like, pet medication is really fucking expensive too. Like, literally anything you do healthcare related to pets is fucking expensive.
Is it really?
According to plan.
Buddy's surgery was $3,000.
Holy shit!
With a human, it would be
Thank you.
like, even without MSP, a human, like bladder stones in a human, A, they're pretty unlikely, and B, they're a lot easier to deal with. Like, you don't need to do surgery to deal with bladder stones.
Yeah, like it'd have to be pretty. Like it'd have to be a pretty severe case for surgery to be required.
Well, even a severe case of bladder stones, like, I'm not talking kidney stones, I'm talking bladder stones, they'll just go in through the opening. Both genders have an opening there. That's where they go. Obviously, with a dog, you can't do that.
Preparations are complete according to plan. Commence combat.
You said Buddy had a surgery for.
Bladder stones, a couple years ago.
Huh.
Pretty common with dogs.
I did not know that.
He's on special food now.
Thank you.
Oh, like forever?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, like you said, Buddy will eat anything, so it's not really that big of a deal.
According to plan.
Yeah, no, he's good. My mom also
Thank you.
makes Buddy's treats herself, so they're like homemade.
Now That's dedication.
I mean, not really. She makes a lot of them in one batch. They're pretty simple.
Yeah, but I don't really know anyone else who makes treats for their dogs. Like,
I mean, a lot of people make
Mission achieved. Prepare to
a lot of people
return.
make fucking, what am I trying to say? Dog food. They like just in general, they're like the general dog food for their animal.
like homemade.
Yep.
Oh. Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
It's much better for the. It's much better for the animal.
Preparations are complete. Commence combat. Thank you. According to plan. Thank you. According to plan. Mission achieved. Prepare to return. Preparations are complete. Commence combat. Thank you. Thank you. Whoops. Thank you.
Uh, no, I think because from what I like, I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy all that well, but from the feeling I get from him just over the past few months is that he is of the impression that COVID is being overblown. Like people don't think he thinks it's not that serious. It's not any more serious than the regular flu, right?
Commence combat. Thank you.
But he doesn't believe that. He thinks that it's being he thinks it's being exaggerated, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
No, but see, yeah, and then like, cause this was like, it's weird because the way this came around, at least today, it was a little unprompted, ish. Cause like, he was having a conversation with another coworker about it, and then like later after lunch he came around. The conversation he was having was with the guy next to me, and then like after lunch he came back around and was saying like, oh, see, I found this statistic, this is legit, it's straight from the CDC, and he was saying like, you know, that whole 6% thing, right? And he's like, this is like, these are like statistics, facts, right? I was like, okay.
Preparations are complete according to plan. Commence combat. Thank you. Ah. Yeah. Thank you. Ah. Ah.
What they currently consider an outbreak is anyone with it because it spreads so fast. So this building I go to had one positive case, confirmed case. That entire building is like literally shut down. Like
Preparations are complete.
it feels like a fucking
Commence
prison.
combat.
When I go in there, I look like how you'd
Ah.
picture, like you've seen them on the news and shit, right? Like full. That's what I look like when I go in there.
Seriously,
Because
like all
one
PPE?
person, yeah,
Damn.
full PPE. I've fucking face shield, mask, gown, gloves,
Thank you.
everything. The person who was sick, the confirmed case, isn't even there anymore. They're in the hospital. But it's the building is shut down for an entire month. There's people still living there, of course, and they're like locked and not locked, but they're like
Ah.
basically locked in their room and they can't leave. They can't go out. They can't go anywhere. Their families can't come to visit them. Yeah, it's even their like food quality has gone down. Like they can't even get proper meals. Well, they're getting fed and they're getting like the proper nutritional requirements, but it sucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like nice meals that are good and like yum yum meals, they're just like, here's 2 eggs, here's some toast, butter it yourself, see you later. Like that's their
Jesus.
reality right now. It's like do that shit for a month.
Wow.
And that's one case.
That's, for reference, is this an old folks home or?
Yeah, it's like It's not like full acuity like old folks home. It's more like assisted living type of thing. Yeah, but so they don't have their own like nursing staff there, but like they're one step above that, I guess. But yeah, it sucks. And today, my fucking brilliant workplace, truly 10 out of massive IQs working at my workplace, we ran out of PPE. So I couldn't go there today. So one of my dudes couldn't get his insulin today. They just didn't have any insulin. Yeah, it's like, okay, great. No, because it's not, like I said, they don't have nursing staff. There's no one in that building that can do it. That's why I go. That is my job. And it sucks. Really, really sucks. He'll be fine for the day today. Like, it's okay. It's not ideal. It's not good at all, of course, but it's not like he's gonna. Yeah, he'll be okay probably, but they better have gowns tomorrow. That's all I gotta say. I don't know what we're gonna. If they don't have gowns tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. Can't just keep not giving him insulin. That's not how this works. But like I can't go in the building. They won't let me in. Fraser Health is it's not even the building anymore. It's Fraser Health is in charge. Fraser Health dudes are like at the front door, and like you walk up and they're like, "Who are you?" And you're like, "Hi, I'm this person." They're like, "Okay, go wash your hands, come back, and take your temperature. Did you leave the country? Like, are you feeling sick? Blah 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 blah." Okay, don't you know they read you the riot act every single time you go in, and I'm like I'm just gonna be here for 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's good that they're taking it so seriously, I guess. But yeah, damn.
I wish everyone else would. All you gotta do is wear a fucking mask. Like, Jesus Christ, man, it's not that hard.
Dude.
Apparently, for some people, it is hard.
Preparations are
Yeah, I was gonna say
complete.
90% of the people I
Combat.
see, like, cause I work at Surrey Central, fucking 90% of the people I see there don't wear masks. 100% of the people I've rode the elevator with don't wear masks.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
No, it's not.
You should do like social distancing works to a point. Of course, if you are literally not near someone, you can't get them sick, right?
Yeah.
But there's a point to that where if you go shopping, for example, you're going to the grocery store and you're like, I'll just stay 6 feet away from people. Bullshit. You'll stay 6 feet away from people. Eventually, you're going to get close to someone. Eventually, you're going to pass them in the hallway, in the aisles. You're going to stand too close. You're going to see the person who's working at the counter thing, maybe the deli. We're not even talking about like breathing over fucking food and shit. We're not even there. We're not even at that point. That's even like more fucked, to be honest. Like, you just can't. Social distancing just doesn't work. Like, it does, but eventually if you're in public, you're not going to be able to do that all day. So if people use that as an excuse, it's just like, no, just wear a fucking mask. God damn it. It's not hard. It really is not hard. I do it all day and I am fine. I had one of my patients like pull the like, don't you think like because you're like re-inhaling like carbon dioxide, like blah 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 blah, it's like affecting you? It's like,
No.
It's all day, lady.
There was
God.
I saw a video, like, someone who was working in a hospital made a video where, like, because people were concerned about, oh, I'm not gonna get enough oxygen if I wear a mask, right? He wore, like, 5 or 6 layers of masks, and he was measuring his oxygen levels, and they were fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's like, dude, come on.
Like, we're not. So, if you wear, like, an N95, they're more difficult to breathe in because you're actually, like, pulling air through the mask. And they don't even affect your stats at all. But.
And we're not even asking. They're not even asking.
We're not even doing that. We're, like, literally a fucking piece of, like, basically the equivalent of plastic on your face in front of your mouth so you don't breathe outwards. You just breathe through the side of your face.
Dude, some people don't even want to wear a cloth mask. Like, literally just take a handkerchief, put it over your face. People don't want to do that.
because it's kind of this like it's like this rights thing, right? It's like human rights. Like it's my right to like blah blah blah. It's like you're technically right, but all we're asking you to do is not be a fucking douchebag. That's it. It's not about rights. It's just about being not a douchebag.
Right.
We're now learning that a lot of people douchebags.
Yeah. I mean, holy crap. Like the people who are fucking hosting those parties. Yeah. Let's not even talk about that.
Yep.
Ryan, were you here when I was talking about Steven?
I heard you talking about him earlier.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, fuck's sakes.
Does your work not have like a mask policy?
They have a mask policy, but like it's.
No, they don't.
Well, we do in a loose sense, and you can bet your ass that no one's gonna follow it.
They handed out like company branded masks, like those cloth masks.
Yeah, I showed
Nobody
Travis one.
wears them.
Did I?
Nobody wears them.
Yeah. Well, I've worn them because I always carry it around in my pocket, and there was a couple times now where I was like out somewhere and I was like, oh shit, I don't have like one of those fucking disposable ones, and that's why I have it in my pocket. So I put on the one I have in my pocket. That's why I carry it around. Right? It's better than nothing.
I like wearing a mask. Feels like I'm robbing the store.
Dude, every time I
have
go to
to,
the
like-
groceries, fucking I'm gonna rob this joint.
Yeah, it's like I don't have to like keep my facial hair like super like tidy and shit. It's like whatever, dude. Even if I do, it's just gonna get fucked up from the masks. Like whatever.
Dude,
Put
dude.
it over there. It's fine.
the best thing, you don't have to fucking smile at people.
Oh god, Richard, it's time.
Yeah. Hey,
Are they playing EFT? Is that what I'm
Yes.
seeing? Am I
Yeah.
seeing the squad forming here?
it's time.
Yeah.
It's Muppet Monday, dude. It's time.
Good Monday. Okay, I'm gonna go up there because I want to hear Muppet Monday.
All right, let's do it.
Hello?
Hello?
Looks like everyone's.
Yeah, what
Like
the fuck?
everyone's popping in? Holy fuck.
Like that was
Almost-
planned.
Borong, borong, borong.
Excuse
yo,
me?
I'm out of here. See ya.
Yo, I'm going back to studying. I'll see you later.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
There's no new raids ever.
I
a
don't
lot
like your organization there.
You got a lot of guns there, Joe.
Well, okay, this is what happened. Is you know, I
Waiting.
didn't have any guns for a long time, so I've been hoarding them. But
Oh. Get rid of all
I
your AKs and ADRs. That will get rid of almost half of it.
yeah, but I don't want to because later I'm gonna need guns that aren't pistols. Because when I
Aha.
die,
The man's using AKS-74U, man.
Aha.
yeah, but this gun is sick. I love this gun. I don't know, people probably don't, but I like it.